I'm very pleased with the performance. It's another year of consistent, broad-based performance. Our global brands grew 4%, local brands grew 9%, reserve brands grew 7%. Every region of Diageo, from the US to Europe to Africa to Latin America and Asia, was in growth. We had three priorities: Scotch whiskey, which grew 5%, Johnnie Walker up 6%. The US, where we have improving momentum, we grew 3.4% in US spirits. And India, which in spite of a tough external environment for alcohol, we performed well and grew market share. I'm also very proud of the productivity programs being really embedded into our culture now. Diageo is all about everyday efficiency and driving great growth. That's the perfect blend that makes Diageo. So Diageo is ending the year in a stronger place, and this is because of the great execution that's been built into the business around putting the consumer at its heart and creating greater efficiency every day in the business. We laid out a few years ago 6 priorities for stepped up execution. And as I look at Diageo today, we are much stronger on all of them. Our premium core brands are now performing with much more consistent growth. Johnnie Walker is up 6%, Baileys is up 5%. These brands are doing well. Secondly, mainstream spirits, which is a new area of growth for Diageo. I'm delighted with the performance there. In Africa, it grew 21%. Third, our reserve brands, where we put dedicated focus against. We've had another year of solid growth. It grew 7% around the world. Next, if I look to our route to consumer, how we sell, our markets go into bars and restaurants and shops, our execution is significantly better with our sales teams. We have better data, we're measuring the execution, and that stepped up significantly. And our productivity program is really embedded in the business now. Across every part of the activities in the company, we are driving efficiency every day. And this is providing us the fuel for reinvestment, which in fact we did last year in North America. We upped our spending in marketing in North America. And innovation for Diageo continues to fire on all cylinders. It represents about 16% of our sales. We're going from strength to strength. Scotch came through strongly. We were up 5%. And again, broad-based across the world, including the developed world of the US and Europe, where Scotch did very well as the emerging markets. I'm particularly proud of Johnnie Walker, up 6%. Buchanan's has done beautifully in Latin America and the US. And we've taken a strategic focus on primary Scotch, brands like Black & White, Vat 69, White Horse doing a lot better. So the total Scotch portfolio for Diageo, including our beautiful single malts, have more robust growth and consistent growth. This is an engine for Diageo. It's 25% of our business. We are the market leader. Whiskey has a renaissance going on, and Scotch is at the heart of it. And I'm really pleased with the improved momentum. We had good performance in the US this year. Our US spirits business grew 3.4%. We're growing market share in every category except vodka, and we have plans in place to address improving Ciroc and Kettle One in particular. But brands like Crown Royal are growing double digit. This is our biggest brand. Bullet Bourbon growing 25%, Don Julio growing 24%. Our Scotch business performed really well. Johnnie Walker was up 8%. So we have good momentum in this portfolio. And the US is now much more reliably delivering consistent performance. So I'm feeling good about it. We've still got work to do, but growing at 3.4% in US spirits, I'm very pleased with. And I would expect to do better going into fiscal 18. India performed strongly in market share terms. It was a tough environment in India. We had demonetization, we had a highway ban from the Supreme Court on liquor stores, and we had GST. So the overall business grew 2%, but our prestige and above business grew 7%. That's the strategic focus for our business. It's higher up, higher margin business. And we grew market share. I'm very proud we grew 30 basis points of market share in India. The team is stronger, the strategy is clear, Productivity is alive. Our margins have expanded very nicely. We're reinvesting in growth. The business is on a stronger platform. Diageo has the perfect blend of putting the consumer at the heart of our business and driving everyday efficiency. Now, what we've done in the last few years is, on the consumer front, is we have far better data and insight into understanding our consumers. We have far better measures of what's working and not working in our marketing. We have far more rigorous sales execution as we go into bars and shops to ensure our brands and products show up in ways that get our consumers to buy them. So this is what's driven a huge transformation in the company. At the same time, we've put enormous focus on embedding productivity in the business. We want to be the most efficient at everything we do, and I'm really pleased with the results that are coming through in our productivity, and that gives us the fuel to reinvest in the business for top-line growth. We're confident about the future because of the progress we've been making consistently. And that's why today we've increased our guidance for operating margin expansion over the next 3 years. We've done that on the back of accelerating our productivity savings, and we've increased our goal on productivity. And finally, we've announced a share buyback. Taken together, all of these and our medium-term guidance of mid-single-digit top-line growth gives me the confidence that Diageo can indeed be one of the world's best performing, most trusted and respected consumer product companies.